break. Everyone can. Wait, Nico. How do we? Well, the vid is still at York School, I guess. So we have an incredibly short break today. First, we're gonna hand it over to the sophomores, and then we'll pivot to soccer.
The Sophomore Student Council is selling holiday candy grams in the Commons at lunch from today in lunch and then tomorrow as well. And it's 3 for 1 and 10 for 5.
And they're gonna have some assorted holiday candy in them.
And an optional message if you want to send a message to a friend.
Ooh. Okay, for the first of 2 soccer announcements.
Okay, hello, so tomorrow, so tomorrow we have our first game of this preseason. It's gonna be versus Anzar tomorrow at 3:30.
On the upper field.
Please
so come out after health and fitness. It's gonna be riveting, as it always is. Now we'll hand it over to boys soccer for another really exciting announcement.
I know. Hi, boys soccer has a scrimmage in spirit of the girls field hockey team against Stevenson JV at 3:30 on Friday. If you'd like to see how we've fallen from our former glory, please be there. It's very riveting. More riveting than the girls' soccer game. Next we have Jay-Z with the closing announcement. Love you, Nico.
So for PATH today, we're going to be talking about assessment week. Yeah, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. So that's coming up next week. We call this assessment week instead of exam week because there are a number of different assessment methods that your teachers use to assess you and your understanding in their classes. There are essays that are going to be due, presentations that will be made, debates, oral interviews, and then also just traditional exams too. So that's why we call it assessment week instead of exam week. So there are all these different ways to assess your understanding. So having assessment week is not the most natural thing in the world, right? There are not many times where you'll be assessed on your understanding of a topic all in a matter of just a handful of days. It's created by humans. But you'll see it in college. You'll see it in graduate school. And it does teach you some good skills, such as discipline as you prepare, time management, sustained focus, and more. And although at York we do what we can to not make it so stressful, let's face it, there is some anxiety and stress around assessment week. And the best way to battle stress and anxiety is to prepare. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is thinking about how you're going to prepare. It's the one thing that you can definitely control. So today we're going to go through a few activities and exercises in PATH, and I'm going to point out something that your PATH advisor is going to do. So your PATH advisor will share a spreadsheet with you. And I have on the two screens, I have the spreadsheet up on here. And you'll see that there are 2 tabs to this spreadsheet. The first tab is November 30th to December 7th. So that's tomorrow until next Wednesday, including the weekend. And so what we've done is we've put every block in here, and then we have the weekend also. So what you'll do is you'll go in here and you'll put your classes in there. You'll put what's due in your classes, what you have to do in your classes, what the assignments are. And then if you have a free period or you have a tutorial, what are you going to prioritize during that time? Is it working on your English essay? Is it meeting with the teacher? So you can begin to put these into these blocks. Same with weekend. You can kind of plan your weekend out. Of course, you need to make sure that you have fun time in there too. Friends and family and watching movies and exercising. But you can always change this around, right? You can update this at any time. On the second tab down here, we have assessment days. So I just have 5 blocks. Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday is our makeup and conflict assessment day. So you can add in what your assessments are. Not all of you have to be on campus. So remember, if you don't have a class listed on our assessment schedule, you don't have to be on campus. You can come if you want to study in the library or to get together and collaborate with your classmates, but you don't have to be here. So what are you going to do during that time? How are you going to arrange your schedule so that you're prepared for those assessments, so that you've written the essay, that you've prepared for the presentation? So that's what we're doing right here in PATH. This will be sort of maybe the main activity you'll work on, but we also have a list of kind of learning and study resources that can be really helpful, and it would behoove you to take a look. And all of these probably are not something that you're going to be able to implement over the next week, but these are skills that you learn, that you want to build up, that it takes time. It's like a muscle. You have to develop it to really kind of get the most out of it. So have an open mind, be positive, ask questions. We have seniors down here who have done this for many years. If you have a junior or senior in your group, ask them what their advice is. So it's going to be fine. We're going to get through it. And then we've got essentially like a 3-week winter break before we start the second semester. So if you have any questions about what we do today or about assessment week, let me know or let your PATH advisor know. But otherwise, have fun, bring your laptop, and be positive. Okay, thanks guys. See you later. Oh, and if you're in Mr. Key's PATH group, you're gonna meet with me because he's not here today, and we're gonna meet in room 6. So my PATH group and Mr. Key's PATH group, room 6. Thanks everyone.